Hello and welcome back to another episode of Super Spurs. It's me, DJam FM. I hope you're doing really well. You may be able to tell that from the sound quality of this video, I have a new microphone. Yay! Well, I have a microphone. It's not a built-in one anymore. It's an actual proper microphone. Today's episode, we are going to be bringing you a double header against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. But before we do that, I thought I'd just bring you the FA Cup draw. You'll be able to see that from the recent result that we had, we've just absolutely demolished Nottingham Forest 6-0 in the FA Cup. Damari Gray, Harry Kane and Zach Clough all on form. I have to admit, sort of my star man of the actual episode was Andre Dazelle. He was absolutely class. He set up, I think, about 4 of the goals, all from his corner routines. Just absolutely incredible. He had a really good game. I'll go through some of the matches that we've had since we last sort of like saw each other. There's been quite a few matches in between all of that. We started off by recovering from the 5-0 defeat against Man United with a 2-0 win against Newcastle. We played really well in that game actually. Alex Song getting sent off did help matters, but by that point we were already 2-0 up. Then we drew 1-1 with Everton in the FA Cup, which I was really disappointed with. I was hoping we could go on and try and push on for the winner, but it just never materialised. We then lost 2-1 against Liverpool in the league. Really disappointing. And I started to get a little bit concerned when we drew 1-1 against Watford. You'll be able to see there that there was an 89th minute equaliser for Watford, which just absolutely sort of like killed morale. But we've gone back to winning ways with, first of all, the 2-0 win against Everton. That was in the FA Cup replay, which was a really good result. The boys just turned up. I put the biggest sort of strength team out because I want to win some form of silverware. We then won 1-0 against Derby. Wasn't a good game at all. Not really an awful lot happened with that. And then we then played also against a Midlands team. And then we played against Nottingham Forest, which, as I've already mentioned, we won 6-0. So let's get into the draw before we get into the double header against PSG. Let's just see who we're going to get. So the first team out is Southampton, and they're going to be playing against Leeds. So already some tough teams happening here. If we can draw either Fulham or Barnet against Arsenal, that's not too bad. Here we are. So we've got a home leg against Stoke. Okay, that's going to be a massive game because, again, of how well Stoke are doing. But that fixture will appear eventually. But depending on when that kind of thing happens, I may well bring you that game live. But as said, I'm going to just fast forward now one more day into the future. We're going to start playing against Paris Saint-Germain, and hopefully we can set ourselves up for a good lead going into the second leg, which is going to be away from home. So absolutely massive games. Let's get into the match. So if we have a look at the lineups for today's game, then I mean we line up with our pretty standard team now. I'm quite happy and fixed with the 11 that we have out on the pitch. The players who are in and amongst the backup sort of squad are progressing really nicely as well, so potentially there may well be some room for change in the future, but whilst the team is performing quite well as it is at the moment, there's no real need to change it. But if we have a look at the PSG team, we've got Thiago Silva, Aurier, Verratti, Cavani, Di Maria, so they've got some really good players in their team. Interestingly, Hugo Lloris is in goal for them and Lamella's on the bench, so hopefully we can put lots of goals past Lloris, and if Lamella comes on, we can keep him pretty quiet. But it's going to be a tough one today. I'm just going to say I want you to pick up where you left off last time. They all seemed listened keenly, so I'm quite happy with that. This is massive. We've just got to try and reduce the amount of goals that they score. And in terms of what we do here, it's just a case of trying to get a couple of goals, potentially to take us into the second leg, which is going to be away from home. But we're already on a highlight here as I'm rambling. And yeah, Eric Dyer's going to keep hold of the ball. Nice passing from us, but we're not really going anywhere. But Kieran Trippier is back on the ball, and we know what he can create. So Nathan Redmond, can he pass the ball into the middle? He does that, Clough. Oh, saved. Hugo Lloris with the save. Nice build-up play from us in the opening few minutes here. So Jack Butland with a long goal kick now. Clough cannot get onto it at the end of it, but we've somehow managed to pick up the ball in the middle. I was going to say plays out to Nathan Redmond, but that's been intercepted. Kieran Trippier is trying to take on his man, Calm, but Ward-Prowse plays a nice ball up. PSG are just dealing with the long balls that we're trying to put over. We've got it on retained possession and short passing, so I don't really know why the boys are trying to do that. But Edison Cavani advances into the boxes, skips past two of our men, shoots and hits the post. How did he manage to skip past both of our players? But now Nathan Redmond intercepts the ball. What can he do? He's running at his defence, gets tackled. They're just always second to the ball at the moment. But Zach Clough's on it to Dele Alli, to Jack Grealish. Nice ball out to Danny Rose. Can he get something in the box? He can. Nathan Redmond. Oh, how's that not gone in? How has that not gone in? Cavani's on the ball now. He plays it all the way back to the left back. Calvaro, Verratti, Morea, Fred. It's a poor effort and Jack Butland just saves it. But we've missed two massive opportunities, and whenever they're getting forward, they do look really threatening. It's quite alarming how easily they're cutting through our defence at the moment. Okay, so at the half-time break, it's 0-0. I'm just going to say keep going out there, and we can get the win tonight. It's just, they've had two good chances, we've had two good chances, but neither team is really making anything count. I'm going to go up to standard just because I'm increasingly worried about how easily they're breaking through our defence at the moment. Let's say run at the defence, because the passing that we're doing, it is not working. It's not really working at the moment. So I want to try and really just go at them. I think Jack Grealish and Nathan Redmond have got more to offer about them in the second half. Jack Grealish isn't having the best of games, so there's the potential that Damari Gray can come on, or maybe Song. Dele Alli's not having the best of games, so I'm going to bring Lewis Cook on, who hopefully, his stats have progressed quite nicely, but I'm hoping that he can make a difference for us in this second half. He's going to go into the advanced playmaker role. I don't want to disrupt James Ward-Prowse and put him there, because he's doing really, really well as a deep line playmaker, so I'm going to continue to play him there. And Jack Grealish is going to come on for Damari Gray, who had an absolutely amazing game against Nottingham Forest. I just want him just to continue that form, hopefully, in this second half. So let's fingers crossed those two changes can be absolutely massive for us. So here come PSG now. Di Maria on the left-hand side. Verratti has a shot, but Jack Butland holds on to it. So they are now starting to get a bit of a foothold in this game, but we seem to be dealing with it. But another highlight is here. Di Maria into the middle. Mandzukic, who has a shot, and again Jack Butland is there to make the save. They're coming at us really, 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 really hard at the moment. Let's just go more direct and switch up to a control style of play. Hopefully this can have the desired effect in the last 5 minutes. I'm not going to make any subs because everyone who's playing actually quite well, so there's no need to alter anything around. But as I said, that time is now ticking down. There's only 2 minutes of injury time, which, as we all know on Football Manager, means that there's not going to be a goal. Just count down the last few seconds of this game, and there it is. It's full time. So 0-0 in the first leg, which just means that it's opened itself up massively for the second leg. That is just going to be absolutely massive now. We haven't got the goal that we desired into the second leg. That is quite disappointing, I'm not going to lie. But I suppose from a plus point of view, they haven't scored a goal either. So all to play for. Annoyingly, our FA Cup tie has been put on the Sunday, so I'm potentially going to have to put a so-called weaker side out for that, because we've only then got 3 days rest before the PSG match. So that's massively disappointing, but I'm just going to skip through the next few games now. I'll give you a little bit of an update as to how we've done, and then we'll bring you the second leg away from home at the Parc des Princes. So I'll see you all in a few minutes. Here we go, we're back for the second leg of the Champions League first knockout round. It's going to be a difficult one. Obviously the 0-0 draw has sort of left this game up in the air. Really do not have a clue what's going to happen. We were dominant in what we were doing, they were dominant in what they were doing. It was a tough game. It really was a tough game, so I have no idea what to expect in the away leg. But there's been quite a few games since we last, since you last saw what was going on. We lost 3-1 against Southampton. We were 1-0 up, and then we just completely collapsed. I was absolutely fuming. It's not like we didn't play well. We just let in stupid goals, and unfortunately, we lost 3-1. We've then drawn 0-0 against West Ham and 1-1 against Leicester. And again, the 0-0 was disappointing because we absolutely battered West Ham. Couldn't get the goal. Leicester, we were doing so well until Kyle Walker-Peters got sent off. And the game just completely changed. And yeah, we were lucky, in all honesty, to get a draw at the end of that. We then beat Bournemouth 2-0 at home. And we've just won 2-1 against Stoke as well in the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. So I'm going to be bringing you the semi-final draw now, and then we will play against PSG. So there's been a lot going on in this episode, so there's a lot of kind of information to sort of cram in. But let's get into the semi-final draw. So the 4 teams that are left in there, if we can draw against Southampton, highly unlikely, I'll be absolutely buzzing for that. So Man United against Southampton. So it's going to be a North London derby in the FA Cup. Wow, just absolutely incredible. That draw is gonna, well, that draw has now taken place. Yeah, wow, just wow. So we're gonna be playing Arsenal twice within the space of a week. Just incredible. Right, okay, let's jump forward into the next game. Let's not waste any more time. I'll see you in a few seconds when we're at the point of kick-off. So here we are, we're at the point of the game time. I'm absolutely nervous. I really hope that the boys can dig out a massive performance here today. In terms of how PSG line up, it's more or less the same. They've kind of pushed Cavani over to the right hand side and put Mandzukic in the middle, so they're obviously going for a bit more of a direct approach themselves. In terms of how we're lining up, it's the normal team, except from the fact I've brought in Harry Kane instead of Zach Clough. And the simple reason being is that Harry Kane's been doing really well recently. He's become more of a presence since I've dropped him to the support role as a target man as opposed to attacking. And I really think he's going to be able to bring something to this particular game and hopefully bring others more into play. But, whew, so nervous. So nervous for this game. Let's just hope for a good result. Come on, boys. Do not let me down. That intro wasn't as pumped as I normally am. I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's PSG. They're not like the best team in Europe. But now Kieran Trippier is suffering from a dead leg at the moment. I'm going to keep him on until half time, unless I see a highlight where he is dramatically struggling. I'm just going to keep him on there for as long as I possibly can. As I said, probably till half time. So we're at half time and it's 0-0. There is literally there hasn't been a single highlight in this game. I'm just going to say that we've been unlucky so far. Just keep it going, boys. I'm going to take Trippier off now for Kyle Walker-Peters, just because I can't afford to have Trippier injured for too long. I need him fit and ready and round to go for some of these other games. You'll be able to see that on the right hand side of the screen here. There's been 2 goals in the other game. Now if our game was on TV, this would be the kind of thing where everyone would just be moaning, going, why didn't they show the other game? Oh, there's goals in that one. It's just typical. I think FM just know when you're recording. I don't know how they would know, but there must be some way that they know you're recording. So Harry Kane is now injured with a gashed head. For goodness sake, he's not even on the pitch. Oh, here come PSG. Verratti's in the middle, plays a good ball through to Moreira. He's offside. Thank God for that, because that's just hit Jack Butland and gone in. I'm going to have to take Harry Kane off because he doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue. Clough on for him. Song's going to have to wait now to get his appearance. Okay, so I've only just noticed this, but we are yet to register a single shot at all. Oh, Ward-Prowse. Yes, Ward-Prowse. Yes. What a free kick. That's only his 2nd goal of the season. That's our first shot on target. Yes. So here it is, another highlight of the free kick now. Fantastically well here. I'd say you'd have to question the goalkeeper there, but that's why I sold him. Useless. Wow, 67 minutes in now, and PSG are now on the attack. They're on the left-hand side here. Great ball across, and Di Maria taps in. It doesn't matter, because the away goal, we still go through. PSG have got to get another goal now if they actually want to win this tie. Jack Butland just falls onto the floor. I'm not even going to question what the hell he's doing. We're still in a good position. We're still leading this game. Well, we're not leading the game, but the away goal rules. The away goal rule means that we're still going through. So come on, boys, just hold on for a little bit longer. Oh, here come PSG now. I'm nervous. Walker Peters doesn't make a good enough clearance. Pastore. Oh, good save. Well held by Jack Bullens. Kyle Walker Peters puts in all sorts of damage there. I'm going to switch up to counter because I'm really starting to panic about how PSG are coming at us now. And here they come again with Cavani. Can he ever go? Oh, good effort. Good effort from the lad there. But thankfully for us, it's well over the bar. Whew. Breathe. Breathe. Oh no, David Luiz with a long throw. Galloway clears it. Redmond, what are you doing? Oh, they've just hit the bar. Oh my word, they've just hit the bar. We are getting absolutely battered here. 3 minutes left. What's going on? So Verratti's just got a yellow card. Ward-Prowse with a free kick in now. Wisdom's not going to get there. Oh, he does. Thank God for that. So Walker Peters back to Rose. We've lost the ball, but Danny Rose intercepts it. Well done, lads. Put a ball into the middle. A great ball across. Well, no, it's not a great ball across. They clear it, but it's only back as far as Walker Peters, who hasn't been that solid since he's come on, I have to admit. He's on the right-hand side now. Plays it to Ward-Prowse, to Redmond, to Clough. Hugo Lloris with another save. So, 3 minutes of injury time. I'm going to waste a little bit more time now. I'm going to bring Sullivan on to go on at left back, and I'm going to play Danny Rose a little bit deeper now. Redmond has got to come and drop deep now. Zach Clough's going to come in and play as a false 9 just to try and drop in a little bit more. Let's just try and... I don't even know what to do at this point. I really don't know what to do. Slightly deeper. Close down more often. Stay on your feet. Team shape is going to be structured. You're going to be defending. You're going to go into here. I know you can't. No, you can't do that, can you? Oh, I'm losing the plot. I'm absolutely losing the plot. Right. Let's hope that that sub works. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know. I don't know. There's 3 minutes left. Time is ticking away. Yes! We're through. We got through. Somehow we got through. Absolutely incredible. Somehow we have managed to get through on away goals. Right, I've just realised that we can't really leave the video on that sort of note. Just a win. We can't leave it on just a win because quarter-final draw is upon us. Now, having looked at some of the teams that are in here, first thing you'll notice is obviously we're the only English team left in here. So we're now representing the whole of England for the Champions League, which is a massive responsibility. But there aren't that many great teams in here. I mean, other than Barcelona and Real Madrid, to be honest, I really wouldn't mind facing any of them. But I've said that before, and we've drawn against those teams. So let's just see how we get on in the draw. Right, so Galatasaray, I'll take that against Atletico Madrid. So quite interesting. Real Madrid, no. Against Juventus, that's a good draw. That's a really good draw. Okay, so we're at home for the first leg again. Jesus. Against Monaco, brilliant. I'm going to probably live to regret this, but we have been drawn against Monaco in the Champions League. I would have taken that against some of the other teams that are left in this competition. So, how things stand at the moment then? Right, there's not going to be much time to sort of go by in, sort of in between games. The Champions League quarter-final stage is going to be huge now. In terms of the Premier League, how things are looking at the moment, Man United have got a game in hand on us. And we're now on level points. With somehow, these draws again, these draws are absolutely killing us once again in the league season. But that's now even closer than ever. So, the next set of fixtures that I'm probably going to bring you will be, let's think. I'll bring you the double header against Monaco. Yeah, we'll go from there. I'm going to bring you the double header against Monaco because the Champions League is now going to be, well, it's even bigger than it was before. So, thank you very much for watching today's episode. If you have liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment, subscribe to the channel as you always do. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much for your recent support. And until next time, adios.